left so fast, they left their tents in place. Here's a Teddy Roosevelt quote: "From the hammer of Charles Martel to the sword of Jan Sobieski, Christianity owed its safety in Europe to the fact it could fight as well as the Mohammedan aggressor." So when they won the Battle of Vienna, September 11, 1683, and the Turks fled, they left their tents in place. And Jan Sobieski's men go into the tents and they find these bags of beans, coffee beans. And they realized this was the new Turkish Muslim drink that allowed them to fight day and night. And, but they weren't sure if they should drink it because, by the way, the coffee bean came from Ethiopia in Africa, which was the one African country to stay Christian, the Christians in Ethiopia. And so since the Muslims called the Christians in Ethiopia kafirs, which means infidel, and the bean came from Ethiopia, they called it the kafir bean or the infidel bean. So have you had your cup of infidel today? But they weren't sure if they should drink it, so they took a cup of it to Pope Clement, and he tasted it and said, "This is too good to leave for the Muslims, let's baptize it." And then coffee spread across Europe. Now, as the Turks were invading Vienna, they would tunnel under the walls, lay explosives, and then blow it up, and the portion of the wall would crumble. Well, the baker was up early in Vienna, and he heard the noise under the ground, and so the soldiers put out buckets of water, and they could see where the ripples were, and they dug, and they intercepted the tunnel, and they saved Vienna. So afterwards, they were going to reward the baker for warning him. He says, "I don't need a reward. Just give me the sole permission to cook a pastry in the shape of the Muslim crescent," and it was called a croissant. So the next time you have coffee and croissants, you can celebrate the victory of the Battle of Vienna, September 11th, 1683.